Awesome. I just clicked on the recording. That's great. So you can do it twice. In the back, can you see my video? Because it's starting. So you can tell me the question. Just know that it's going to be on here. I'm going to do the same exact thing with my circular blending. I am going to do some cross hatching and show you that. I got to have my bounce light in here. This part's going to be my dark area. Also, I told you to use white pencil, didn't I? Where did my eraser go? I'll just steal one from over here. So this part should be really, really light. So I'm erasing from my circle. We're going to be making this look more three-dimensional. So I'm putting the white on the edge right here of my sphere. So if you're doing colored pencil and you already turned yours in, make this edit and this adjustment to it, because you worked ahead of me. So this is my light source. So this is my pure white area. All the light beams are coming down to this. So I know a couple of you worked ahead and you did not do this step because you did not know. What? Come up here and grab one. That's silly. There's, okay. So we're doing it the same way with our circular blending. Oh, you know what I did instead? I forgot to do my value scale first. I was just so excited to start on the sphere because lots of you were. So I'm going to make it like a pure white by pressing down hard up here and fading it out. Now this paper does have texture, which is kind of nice because it looks like cross hatching in a way. Heavy pressure blending to nice smooth fade out. Okay. Go ahead. The next example, I'm going to do cross hatching. Some of you already know how to do that, so if you got it, go ahead. But I start off with circular blending, and then I move into cross hatching. So I'm letting this one fade out because I want there to be just red paper. This is a really big rule I'm going to say loudly so you can hear me. You are not to mix the black and white together. They should never touch for this technique. Otherwise you get a nasty gray, and you don't need that. If you want gray, I'll give you a gray colored pencil, and we'll just make sure that they don't touch each other. It should fade out. So we're going to have our darks to light. Now, so down here I'm going to do my darks to light because I got to do that. Gonna fade it out. So we should have a nice white area in the middle. Sorry, not white, blank. I'm gonna leave it blank. It'll be red, so my white is going to start fading out. Because the red is going to be my middle tone. That means it's like my gray. So everywhere that you have a nice gray area should be left red. Or whatever color your paper is. If your paper is dark blue, then you're doing that. Actually, it's indigo, Connor. Should have told you. That's so we can get you more blues if you need it to match some of that stuff. So now I'm going to do my darks up here and I'm going to fade it down. The other art teacher has more colored pencil options, Connor, if we need to get that blue to match. I only get the basic, but he teaches AP art for college credits, so he gets the nicer stuff. Yay! Mr. Sargent? Yeah. Mr. Sargent will be teaching all of you next semester because the Drawing 2 is technically an Ivy Tech credit class. So you get a college credit. Yes. So Mrs. Bill will have to say goodbye to her babies, and it breaks my G-dang heart every time. But you can sign up for my painting class, but it's time for you to fly. I nurture you.
I heard that I was putting painting, but I don't know. Am
I don't know. I can kind of look.
Can you check?
Not right now, but yeah, obviously.
I saw when I was in the bathroom.
This is being recorded.
Yeah, I know. Look, I got paint on on my jacket.
Oh God. Go get dish soap from the back of the room and try to clean it.
I already got soap from the bathroom.
Okay, well my dish soap works better. Scrub it off. And then later tell me what you saw, because I don't want to have something like that be just like on here, you know? I don't know what she saw. I don't want to know. Oh, the trials of being a teacher. So it should fade from like this dark black to a medium to like nothing here in the middle. Because that is our gray. And if you mess up, you can erase it. But none of you make mistakes. I'm kidding. We all do, and we learn from our mistakes. Well, we try. Well, you should, because you have a lot of highlights. That's okay. But we'll do the highlights later, because you know those white parts in the feather really need to stand out, don't they? Good question, though. We'll work with it. I'm sure what you're doing is beautiful. I'm never going to question the beauty that you make. That was a nice thing to say. Perfect. Yeah. Now I got to finish my sphere, and so do you. Okay, let me zoom out. Just a wee bit. I know that lots of you can do the cross hatching, and I'm going to show you that later. But we have to just get warmed up with our circular blending, because it is easy to just do this. This is really fun and simple. Remember, the red is going to represent our middle tone, so some of it doesn't even really get filled in. Some of it does, but we just let it fade out. And it's all about adding those layers, so I am just doing a light color here. Those are the ones that you have in my painting class. I'm just giving them out to my intro classes. I need more paintbrushes, don't I? I need some bigger brushes for all you. When I teach you the oil painting stuff, you get bigger, different brushes. So we gotta be very careful up here. I don't want it to just be like a red stripe. It needs to blend, but the red is my middle tone, and the white and the black do not touch each other. So again, if you need to push that highlight back a little bit, you can use the eraser. Oop, but there is some black on my eraser and it got on my sphere. I fixed it. Now I'm just going to have that song stuck in my head. I love it. Cool. Got to get my bounce light in there. And then from that area, we're going to make it dark. I know spheres are really annoying practice to do, but they're very helpful when it comes to, because that's what you got to do on your face. We got to make things look three-dimensional. The cross hatching is a little bit easier, I truly think, to do, because you make less strokes. Here, my pencil has been touching the paper the whole time, which can be exhausting. When you take drawing 2, you will probably only be allowed to draw with cross hatching. How do you do it? I'm going to show you next. I start off with the circular blending. You don't have to do the cross hatching, but I'm going to show you. That's my next one. If you're done with your sphere, you can continue outlining on your face, and then next class we'll add our value to our faces that we've been drawing. So really get hard on those details and the placements and accuracy of your facial features. And then we will add in the shadows and values and highlights. All right, there's my circular blending for this. Yeah, it was not supposed to be that white there.